Okay, so I am making a quick tutorial. So as of right now, I've been getting people asking like, how do I get seamless co-op and how do I get Elden Ring FPS, which are two widely known mods over at mods. Over on Nexus, you can find those two different mods individually. So you go, I already have the game saved. You would go to Elden Ring on seamless co-op, and you would be able to find it here. The whole separate mod, specifically for co-op, but then there's also another one called First Person Souls. Just this one right here. Now, unfortunately, when it comes to First Person Souls, the mod is very outdated. Um, Dasov, who is the creator of this mod, um, he's currently working on another mod, which has been actively like worked on for like over a year now. So there just hasn't been any updates or anything like that. Um, so if you get the chance, I definitely recommend joining his Discord. This is where we're going to be downloading the files right now to be able to get both of them to work. If you are in his Discord already, which is this one right here, so basically what you want to do is make sure you have a complete fresh install of Elden Ring. If you want to figure out how to do a fresh install but you're not entirely too sure, normally what I like to do is, if you have it right here in your Steam library, is I go to manage, browse local files, go into game, and then you can pretty much highlight everything and just delete it. um, right now I have a French install, so I'm not going to go ahead and do that because then it's going to take some time to re-download everything. Once you have everything deleted, you would go to properties, installed files, and verify integrity of game files. Once you go ahead and do that, I'm trying to do this right before I go into work. Once you have all of that verified and all the files re-downloaded and it's on a fresh install, what you're going to do is you're going to go back onto the Discord for First Person Souls. You're going to go into General, and you're going to click up here where it says Threads. And then you'll see I have uploaded a file. It's called Seamless Co-op with FPS. So once you click on that, you'll see it right here. It's going to direct you towards Mediafire. If it tells you that, you know, it's safe, not safe to go into like clicking the link and everything, is completely fine. Mine doesn't say that, but I know some people's like firewall, I don't know. You're gonna see right here ME2 with FPS and seamless co-op. Click on download, and it should be downloading here. I'm gonna go ahead and open that. Go ahead and close this, minimize it. So basically what I like to do is have this open. Make sure you click inside of it. And then once again, you can have a separate window. Go to manage, browse local files, game. And I like to have these kind of like side by side. Okay, so basically what you're gonna go ahead and do is highlight everything inside this folder, and you're just gonna go ahead and drag and drop right into your Elden Ring game folder. You see how that's all right there. Now, if you try to launch it straight off of that, it's not gonna work. So what you have to do is you're gonna grab your Elden Ring exe, which is right here, and you need to drop that into the mod folder. Reason being is that depending on how like dated seamless co-op is, there's always like updates for it. I have a seamless co-op like updater right here that was you can also find on Nexus mods as well. You're gonna go ahead and double click on update, and then pretty much just let that run. Let it do its thing. You're gonna see this is gonna open up. Usually it takes like about 5 seconds or so, and then it closes on its own. So just kind of let it do its thing. It closes. That means seamless co-op has been updated. So from there, you're gonna go ahead and click on Elden Ring exe and drag it back to your game folder. Go back right there. You'll see it right here. And from there, you're done. If you want to go ahead and launch the mod, all you have to do is click launch mod _ Elden Ring. it's a batch file. That's what's going to go ahead and have both mods working. Now, for some people who usually can't get it working together when they're trying to do it on their own, reason being, if you go into mod engine, where is that's not there. Normally it's there. No, it's because it's right here. So this config eldenring.toml, like you have the way it's set up, it's very weird. It can be very complicated when people are trying to launch Elden Ring, like with mods. We open it up with Notepad, and pretty much it's this right here. It's the way you have this section set up right here. Now, a lot of people, depending on how they have all of their mods set up, you have to keep updating this. Mine's already updated to work specifically for ERFPS and seamless co-op, so there's no need to adjust anything on here unless you're going to be adding more mods to your game, but that's a complete separate thing. I'm only working on just seamless co-op, just ERFPS. But again, once you've done those steps that I showed you earlier, you just launch it through launchmod_Elden Ring. Once you do, you'll see that it'll launch right now. Second, it'll launch. Okay, now just give it a second. It takes a little minute to launch. There you go. Game started to boot up. You'll know you've done it correctly when the seamless co-op menu pops up. Welcome to seamless co-op mod for Elden Ring. That's how you know seamless is working. Now, let's see. We're going to load up, and you'll know that FPS is working. Either it starts up immediately in first person, or you just have to click the lock on button. You can see first person is working right now. No issues. Everything seems to be working completely fine. If you want to go ahead and update things like the FOV or get the crosshairs working again, because unfortunately, again, the mod is very outdated, so we have to use a community made DLL that's already installed in the folder. Again, you don't have to do anything. If you were just trying to launch it just officially, like through the Nexus mod itself, again, everything's super outdated. It's not going to work. Game's going to crash. And then if you do just manually add the community DLL, you still have to go into the settings and turn a couple settings off, such as the crosshair, because it's currently bugged. There'll be times where if an enemy is attacking you, it's just going to stay on the screen and it's not going to go away. Unfortunately, there's also sections of the mod where, for example, if you were to hold A or E for my case, because I'm using my keyboard, the character would stay in place, but you would be able to move the camera around. Unfortunately, that's not currently working. It used to also have like aim assist, where if you click the lock on button, you could still lock on to an enemy or aim assist. Unfortunately, that is bugged as well, so that currently doesn't work if you try to just use the lock on. You just switch perspectives. That's all it really does. If by any chance you die and the camera just stays under the map and thing, all you got to do is just click the lock on button and it'll change perspectives and you should be fine. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just a simple drag drop kind of situation. There's much that needs to be done. Of course, hopefully this kind of made it easy for you guys, and it's not much of an issue.